Hey, what's up? I'm Pam from Infinity Mask and today we're gonna take a look at interior lighting in Unreal Engine 5. So let's get started. Well, this is our final result. Let's see what we have here. There are a bunch of point lights. I have used volumetric fog to add depth to the environment, and we have some nice materials here and there which are quite easy to achieve, really easy. As you can see, I'm using the default layout from Unreal Engine 4, which most people are familiar to it. There are some other videos in the YouTube, so you can check them if you want to know more about the new UI things in Unreal Engine 5. This environment belongs to our upcoming game called Self-Portrait, which is an adventure game. In terms of lighting, this is what you get when you make a new level. But exterior lighting is for another video. So let's get inside this room. As you can see, the exposure is changing by itself. Okay, there's a problem here. Maybe changing the streaming pool size will fix it. So let's make it 8000 megabytes maybe. Yeah, it's good. Right now you can see noise around the edges and around objects. The reason is that the lumen quality is the default value, which we will change it later. Now let's change the exposure setting to a fixed value. I actually made a post-process volume before starting this video and set the exposure to 3, and now we just need to enable it and use the game setting. I'm gonna show you the settings in a few minutes. Okay, now let's find the directional light and change the rotation. Let's get rid of this ceiling first. Okay. We can now add volumetric fog to the scene. Now for making it visible, we need to change the volumetric scattering from our light source. 100 is good, but only for the interior. As you can see, outside is not looking good at all. We don't need the advanced setting for now. Just change the temperature a little bit. 4500 looks good to me. I also changed the white balance in the post-process. You can see the numbers here. Now it's time to talk about the Lumen GI. If we change the quality to a lower value, we can see noise around the objects. The default value is 1. You can increase the number even more, but it will greatly increase the GPU cost. You can see the comparison between Lumen and other types of GI here, except the ray tracing, which is deprecated, which means it's better not to use it anymore as they may remove it in the future releases. There is also another exciting feature called Lumen Reflection. I wonder why not so many people are talking about it. For better understanding, I will change roughness of the floor material to 0 and hit apply button. Did you notice just how fast the shader compiled? Okay, go back to post-process. The quality of reflection is not noticeable. Maybe in the future versions of UE5 they make it work. No reflections here. Screen space is not good anymore. It behaves really bad. but the Lumen Reflection is so cool. There are some minor problems compared to ray tracing, but I'm sure it will become better in the future updates. This is much better than the screen space. I want my material back for now. You can also use the clean graph button to remove the unused nodes. Now it's time for the lights. First we will work on the materials. An emissive color with a high value like 7 to 10. Look, if we make it 1, it won't be as shiny as it needs to be. Ten is good here. I simply duplicated my material and made some variation with the color. As you can see, these materials are emitting light without any need to bake the lighting. But if you want better lighting with shadows and specular, you need some point lights. Let's make a point light with the right intensity and color. For this one, we can use temperature as it looks so nice. But for the blue one, I will use color because I want high saturation blue for it. The shadows are hard and not so real, so let's change the source radius of the light to make the shadows soft. This is good now. In UE4, for having real-time soft shadows, we had to use ray tracing with high ray count. But now this is so optimized and it doesn't even need a ray tracing capable GPU. And here is our green light, which again we don't use temperature for it. It's not bad at all right now. But you may try this and don't achieve this kind of glow around the lights. The reason is I used convolution method for bloom effect in the post process. When you are using this method, don't forget to turn on the intensity. Although it is locked and you can't change the value, it will activate it. Now you can see the exposure setting. Nothing special here, just like what we had in UE4. Let's take a look at this material I mentioned before. Do you believe this material is made only from a single texture? So simple and easy. If you want to see material tricks, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the future videos. One thing you may notice here is that this chair is too dark. The material or textures can be the reason, but I want to show you a trick when you can't change the material properties. This is so simple, just put a different light around the object and tell them not to affect the world by changing the channels. Look, the one in the back is making a beautiful rim light, which I really like it. Okay, we will try this for the character. But there is a catch. In UE5, when you are using Lumen, even changing the channel is not enough because the indirect lighting is still affecting the whole world. To fix it, you need to change the value of indirect lighting intensity of your light to 0. You can also change the specular scale per light, which is a really good feature. Okay, I tweaked the light settings a little bit and added these rect lights, which are so good for windows and doors. Thank you for watching this video. Hit the like button if you liked it and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the future videos. Good luck!